everyone! So it has been a hot second since I originally mentioned that I was going to Thailand, and life happens, you know? So at this point, I've been to Thailand twice in my life, the first time in 2013 and the second time in 2016, both times with my husband, who is from Thailand. The first trip in 2013, my husband and I went there for a whopping 3 months, which, yes, I realize is a really long time. It is a really long time. However, at the time we were freelancers, so we had the flexibility to go there for that long. Also, it had been several years at that point since my husband had seen his family. Anyway, a majority of the time during our first trip, we stayed in Bangkok, and we took 2 separate trips up north to Chiang Mai and 1 trip southwest-ish to a a place called Amphoe. The second time that we went to Thailand in 2016, we stayed for 3 weeks, which is also a while, but that's what we did, and we stayed in Bangkok the entire time. Now, not only do I have a lot to say in this video, overall from these 2 trips, I just have way too much to say, so I'm going to be splitting all of this goodness up into 4 videos. In this one, I want to cover just general tips on traveling to Thailand and just some miscellaneous stories that I have to share with you. The other 3 videos will be a bit more focused. One will be on transportation, another will be specifically on food. Yes, I love Thai food. Anyway, the 3rd video will be on shopping, so look forward to those later on. Now, side note, before I jump into talking about the tips, I just want to point out that my husband informed me that it's only foreigners that call Bangkok, Bangkok. He said that Thai people do not call it this. They stopped calling Bangkok, Bangkok 200 years ago. We foreigners just need to get with the times, apparently. Thai people call it Krub. That's just the short version, though. Apparently there is a much longer version, a record-breaking version of this capital city, but that I will save for the very end of the video, where I will insert a clip of my husband saying this particular name, because there was no way I was going to attempt to memorize how to say it. So, you know, have a native say it. Have my husband say it. So look forward to that. Okay, let's get into some tips. Now, before you go to Thailand, you need to make sure if you need to get a visa or any kind of vaccines. The first time that I went to Thailand back in 2013, I did need to get a visa because I was in Thailand for a scotch, just a scotch over 90 days. If you are from the US and you're going less than 90 days, you do not need a visa. As for vaccines, since this was my first time to the country, there were 3 that I needed to get. 1 was just a routine vaccine, but I did need to get 2 particular ones. Since I'm not sure about all of this information for other countries, I will link down in the description box 2 different websites that will let you know what potential vaccines and what type of visa you may need from whatever country you are coming from. So definitely check that out. Now, accommodations. The first time that we were in Thailand, we actually stayed in a second home of my father-in-law's in Bangkok. That was decades past needing some updates, but it was livable. But because it was in this condition, the kitchen wasn't really equipped to do kitchen-y things. There was a hot plate and a refrigerator. We at least got some use out of the refrigerator. The hot plate we used 2, maybe 3 times. So a good 99% of the time that we were there, we just ate out, and that's really easy to do because it is incredibly cheap to eat in Thailand. Not just street food, but a lot of restaurants as well. Another thing that we did not have in this household was a washing machine. However, in the neighborhood that we were staying in, there was a family-run convenience store that had, I think, 2 coin-operated washing machines, so we used that for about half of our laundry. The other half of our laundry we just washed by hand. And when it comes to dryers aren't really a thing in Thailand. People just hang things to dry. And pro tip, if you dry your clothes outside, make sure to turn them inside out to help prevent fading from the sunlight too quickly. Now, the second time that we went to Thailand in 2016, we used Airbnb instead. There are several places within the city that you can choose with Airbnb. The one that we chose was nice, it was comfortable, and it was super affordable. I think it was $31 a night. Uno momento while I take a little sippy sip. It's lunchtime, but I didn't really want to pause because I have everything set up. So, store-bought protein shake it is. It'll help tie me over until I can eat an actual meal. Thank you, blue stuff. I got my notes over here, so where was I? Money. A majority of the time, you will definitely want to have cash on hand. When you go to department stores and some restaurants, you can certainly get away with using a credit card, but always, always, always have cash on hand. And so in relation to cash, where can you get the best exchange rate? Airports and banks, they're expensive. It is what it is. So what I would recommend is exchange a little bit of your money in the airport first, and then if you are in Bangkok at least, what I recommend is there's a mall called Siam Paragon, and on the 3rd floor there is a kiosk with a business called, and I'm not kidding here, Super Rich. How fantastic is that? You will get a really good exchange rate there. My husband did tell me that there are other locations for Super Rich. I don't know where specifically. I'm only aware of the one in Siam Paragon, so definitely check that out if you can. And just so you know, currently the Thai baht, it is about 31 Thai baht is equal to $1 US, which helps make it pretty easy when you want to convert. So let's say you get a meal that is 90 baht, well, that's gonna be just a little bit over $3. So it's pretty easy to figure out. Here's a big one. Restrooms. I would say in the big cities, the main touristy areas, you're certainly going to find restrooms in the malls and in restaurants. However, if you are traveling to or through smaller towns in particular, when you come across gas stations or gas stations/rest stops, squat toilets. That's all you're going to find. And there are two main things that you always want to have on hand because of this. 1, toilet paper. If you are at a rest stop, I am sure that the 7-Eleven or whatever kind of convenience store is there, you'll be able to pick up, I'm pretty sure they sell just a single roll of toilet paper, or perhaps just Kleenex if that's your only option. Pick that up if you can. Another thing that you will need is either some type of soap pellet. I know those exist. I've never been able to find them. But if you can't find that, then I used hand sanitizer, because these places generally, I don't think I ever saw them, do not provide any kind of soap. They will often have at least faucets so you can run your hands under some water, but they don't have soap to properly clean your hands. So either soap pellets or use hand sanitizer. Definitely keep that in mind. On to some miscellaneous stuff. Mosquito repellent will be your best friend. You can find cheap mosquito repellent in convenience stores. Another thing along with that you will want to pick up is, I believe it's called Tiger Balm, in case you do happen to get a mosquito bite. That will help soothe that itch. Another thing to keep in mind is an umbrella. Even if it's not raining outside, the sun is no joke, and I myself, although I'm not trying to look like Casper, that's just how it is. So I gotta protect myself from those rays. I almost always carried around an umbrella as extra protection on top of using sunscreen. Don't forget sunscreen, okay? Oh, this is another good thing to keep in mind is masks. Now, from 2013 to 2016, I definitely noticed an increase in air pollution, particularly in Bangkok. And my husband, who grew up in Bangkok, he definitely said that there is for sure a difference in the air pollution from when he was a kid to the second time that we went to Thailand in 2016. Sometimes when we were walking around, maybe even 10 minutes out by the traffic, it was just kind of irritating to breathe all of that pollution in. So we did pick up from, I'm pretty sure just a convenience store, a regular, it looks like a surgical mask to help keep out that stuff. And in relation to the air pollution, something that you will see some Thai people carrying around, it looks like a little chapstick, but it's really just a strongly scented scent stick that people will hold up to their nose just to kind of cleanse the nose palate. I'm pretty sure you can find these in convenience stores as well. Something that I was not taught growing up is about monks. So my husband did have to teach me that. Just two simple things. One is monks are not allowed to touch women, and two, couples should not show affection in front of monks, just out of respect. I kind of feel like some people would say, girl, how did you not know this? Well, the extent of my education was just, Buddhism is a religion. And that was about it. I learned nothing about monks until my husband. And now you know too, in case you didn't. The Thai why. It's when you greet someone, it's when you say goodbye, it's when you thank someone. It's just a gesture that you do out of respect. It's nothing too complicated. Allow me to demonstrate it to you. Let me turn sideways so you can see properly. You just put your hair, thanks. All you do is put your hands in a prayer position, keep your arms up and cradled against your body, and you're going to touch your nose to your fingertips as such. Nothing too complicated. If you are curious of how to show more respect, it's the deeper the bow as such. You would touch your fingertips to your forehead. That is a greater sign of respect. But hold on. There are two things that I have seen foreigners do. One is stick out their arms like way out here. No, you don't need to do that. Again, just keep it against your body and don't bring up your arms. You're not trying to fly away. You want to keep it centered. I got a lot of practice doing the Thai Y because boy howdy, my husband, he has a big family, extended family. He has a really large extended family. So there was just a lot of family members, particularly elders, that I had to meet. So I'm like an expert on this now. Aha, okay, here's a big one. Speaking Thai. If you are in the main touristy areas, and I'm pretty sure if you're a foreigner watching this, you're probably just gonna go to like the touristy areas. I don't feel like there's a lot of people who are gonna be super brave, super adventurous, and go off to the non-touristy areas, the smaller places. But anyways, speaking Thai, no, you do not really need to worry at all in knowing how to speak Thai, again, if you're in the touristy places. But in case you do, I will teach you how to say hello and sorry/excuse me, because I just want to keep it real simple on here. If you want to know more words or phrases, let me know in the comments down below, and perhaps I can do that in a different video. And if you're wondering, what's this foreigner supposed to teach me about Thai? You're not Thai. Well, I'm an honorary Thai, and that's just not coming from me. That's coming from my husband. That's coming from his friends. That's coming from my in-laws. So I'm a little proud of that. Not gonna lie. I'm a little bit proud of that. Okay, so as an honorary Thai / several years ago, I had two friends of mine. They taught me the bare bone basics of Thai. They taught me the tones, which, by the way, Thai is a tonal language. There are 5 tones. I know. So, hello. Sawadee ka. Now keep in mind, women say ka and men say krub. It's just, there's really no meaning to it. It's just a polite tag-along that's added to words or the end of a sentence. So a woman would say sawadee ka. A man would say sawadee krub. And again, don't worry too much about getting the tone correct. And let me slow it down just a little bit. Sawadee ka. Sawadee ka. And the second one I want to teach you is excuse me or sorry. Khatod ka. And again, the men would say khatod krab. Khatod krab. Let me get just a little bit closer to the mic so I can slow it down for you one more time. Khatod ka. Khatod ka. You got it. You got it. Just keep practicing. You got it. Ooh, it's time for some stories. Okay, the first one I want to jump into is Amphawa. I've only been there once, and myself, my husband, and 2 of our friends went to Amphawa the first time that we went to Thailand, just for an overnight trip, and it was our friends who orchestrated this little trip. As far as I know, the main attraction of Amphoe is the Amphoe floating market. Now, while we did experience the floating market just a little bit, we actually spent most of our time just exploring the plethora of food and snacks and little shop stands and shop houses that had, it was just a lot to try, a lot to experience. This is a place I would definitely recommend to go. You can certainly explore the Amphoe floating market in one day, and just take note that the floating market is only open Friday through Sunday. And there is just people, there is just so much good food, so many good snacks. So some of the snacks and things that stuck out for me, I tried a lot of desserts. I got a sweet tooth, so I got to try flour flavored ice cream. And what did I try? I tried rose flavor. Rose. My name is Rose. Ha! That was not on purpose. It looked appealing and it was yummy. It was so yummy. Also, I remember there was a little stand that was just chock full of cotton candy. It was such a pretty little sight. This stand of, it was medium-ish sized cups just filled with cotton candy, and it was cheap. It was like 50 or 60 baht. That's less than $2. $2 for cotton candy. Other things to explore were, again, the little house shops. You can find just all sorts of knickknacks, little decorations, tchotchkes, books, many other things to look out for. Another big attraction to the Amphoe floating market is at nighttime. They have nighttime boat rides to see hundreds and hundreds of fireflies just decorating the canal banks. That part was really magical, and it was the saving grace of this particular boat ride because, not gonna lie, I'm not really the biggest fan of big bodies of water, and the boat that we were on, at least to me, felt a little bit iffy. So I was low-key / high-key kind of nervous the entire time that we were on the boat ride. Don't mean to scare anybody off. Definitely try it out. Go check it out. Amphoe. You cute. You're cute. You got some good stuff there. Now, jumping back into our 2016 trip, I want to show you just a little clip of a lot of fish. Myself, my husband, a friend of ours, and my sister-in-law, we went to one of the temples in Bangkok, and we were able to feed the fish by the waterfront. You could purchase really cheap fish food and feed the fish. I'm pretty sure it deals with Buddhism. I'll have to double check with my husband later on. People will feed the fish as a good deed. Here's some more random stuff for you. Thai people aren't that big on small talk. An example of this was my husband and I were at a restaurant, and I wanted to compliment the waitress in Thai that I thought that she was really cute. And of course I asked my husband how to say this, and he was actually kind of stumped. Thinking about it, he said Thai people don't really compliment like that. They don't have that kind of small talk, and that just, I don't know, that was just a little thing that I found interesting. When it comes to fashion in Thailand, now my husband would definitely say that Thai people are not fashionable. He's quick to jump on that. But setting aside his opinion, I would definitely say Thai people go for comfort. I did not see a particular look that really stood out to me. It was a lot about comfort. And another thing I noticed is in the US, you'll definitely see a lot of people wearing lace-up shoes, particularly sneakers. I really didn't see that. Both times I went to Thailand, I just generally saw people wearing some type of slip-on shoe or a sandal, which I guess it makes sense. People don't wear shoes in the house, and they want to be able to take their shoes on and off easily, so totally makes sense. Something else I did not see a lot of was tattoos. Now, apparently there are two main reasons why tattoos are not particularly popular in Thailand. One of them, my husband says, tattoos are just seen as kind of unclean, and people who have tattoos are generally seen as bullies. That's just the stereotype that kind of floats around. And the other reason is parents and just generally the older generation, they just don't approve of tattoos, so I just did not see tattoos very much. The last story I want to share with y'all is about a layover. during our 2016 trip, when we were coming home, we had a 13-hour layover in Taipei. That was, just a small oversight when we were booking our plane tickets. Stuff happens, but we survived. Thankfully, the airport in Taipei has these lounge private sections where you can rent out a room for either 3 hours, 6 hours, or 10 hours, at least the particular lounge area that we went to. And what you get is access to a full bathroom. Oh, you best believe that I took advantage of that. I definitely took a shower because they provide everything that you need. Now the room, it did not have a bed, unfortunately, but it did have 2 chairs with 2 ottomans, and I used that as a makeshift bed so I could take a cheeky little nap. I probably took 2 naps because what is regular sleep, honestly? When you're traveling for so long, what is it really? It just kind of poof poof flies out the window. You snatch sleep whenever you can get it, because I don't know about y'all, but I sleep terribly on flights. Doesn't matter what flight I'm on, flying from to and from, I can't sleep very well on airplanes. But anyway, enough about sleep. In this package deal for this private room and what have you, my husband and I also got 2 meal vouchers, 2 for him, 2 for me, again because we chose the 10-hour package deal. I will definitely admit that it was a bit pricey, but so worth it. So worth it. Definitely get on that comfort if you can. Now, as I mentioned near the beginning of the video, allow me to entertain you with a clip of my husband saying the record-breaking name of Grungthep. Enjoy.
กรุงเทพมหานครอมรรัตนโกสินทร์มหินทรายุทธยามหาดิลกพบนพรัตน์ราชธานีบุรีรมย์อุดมราชนิเวศมหาสถานอมรพิมานอวตารสถิตสักกทัตติยวิษณุกรรมประสิทธิ์
All right, Thailand, you a little bit extra. You're a little bit extra. I'm cool with that. If you liked this video learning about Thailand, or if you just like travel videos in general, many moons ago I made several videos on a trip that my husband and I took to Germany, and we also did a little bit in France and Austria. I have several videos on that, and actually let me just, perhaps I can put it right here. I do have a playlist for that you can peruse through. Hopefully there's something that catches your eye, that you enjoy, and don't forget that I will have 3 other videos on Thailand, again on transportation, on shopping, and on food. If you have any questions, comments, concerns of what you learned here today, just let me know in the comments down below. If there's something that I do not know, perhaps my husband can help me out, especially if it's on Thailand, because he is Thai, so he's the professional here. You know what? I'm gonna do a little bonus for all of you that stuck around to the very end. I'm gonna give you 2 words in Thai. One of them is thank you, and that is khap kun ka. Again, that's for females. For males, it is khap kun krub. So, khap kun ka. Thank you for watching this video. And the second one, and this is informal. This is a term that you would say with friends, not so much with your elders, but an informal way to say see you later to your friends is เจอกัน Shoot, I'm just like tossing this out like candy. Another see you later, again, this is informal, is shortening sawadee. You can just say waddi. You can say that as in greeting, or you can say that as a goodbye. Again, to friends and probably family members that are younger than you. Just don't do that with your elders. Keep that in mind. All right, that's it. No more. I've already taught you 3 extra words. You're welcome. I can teach you more later on if you want to know. Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!